Mystery Mouse podcast. My name is Holly, and I'm coming to you from Colorado, where I live with my husband and our 5 kids and our many pets. And today is Sunday, May 17th. It's about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, a little after. This is a really unusual day for me to be filming, but this was the time I had. I had a very crazy last half of my week, and I really wanted to film a podcast. So here I am today, wearing my Frog and Toad shirt. We must stop eating. There, I love Frog and Toad. So I have, this is a knitting podcast. I always forget to say that. I have knitting for you. I do not really have any crochet. I did do a little crochet, but nothing amazing. I don't really have any book talk, but I have some acquisitions and a couple of knitting plans, and a little bit of shop stuff. So let's do the shop stuff really quick. First of all, if you haven't heard, I put out my advent calendar. You need to look in the description box underneath this video and click the link. It's only available right now through PayPal. And then in August, I will put up a few more through my Etsy shop. So my theme for this year is Hobbits for the holidays. And it's a Lord of the Rings inspired advent calendar if you are interested. I also will have a mystery nativity box. Here is the inspiration photo for that. But if you did not order one of these, you will have to wait until August, and I will put the rest of them in my Etsy shop. I wanted to be sure to hold some back for people who were waiting to purchase them in August. I'm drinking coffee today in my First Air Commandos mug. This is my my grandpap on my mom's side, his unit in World War II. He was a bomber pilot. Okay, so, and the other thing in my shop, I have these, some 3 skein sets. I think there's only a couple of them left. Of red, white, and blue. I'm calling this the Land That I Love set. And these are my shop colors, Arthur, Jane, and Clive. So Arthur, as you can see, is a nice dark red. I love that one. Jane is a nice warm white. I really like these together. I think they look very Americana. And then Clive is like a dark denim. So these are available. There's just a couple left. Like I said, if they sell out, I will probably make some more, but I have not done that yet. And I'm out of my fingering base, so I need to order some more yarn. Also in my shop, I made some We the People sock sets inspired by the Declaration of Independence, which is turning 250, just like our country this year. And I will just show a picture of them here because I did dye some more. They sold out. I dyed some more and they're outside drying right now. So there will be a few more of those in the shop. Probably around the time this video goes live, I will put those back in the shop. So if you didn't get one, try to hop on those because they went pretty fast. I actually have 2 finished objects today, which is very unusual for me. I feel like I'm always starting things and never ever finishing them. But obviously it's not true, just it's how I feel. I finished my Cowboy. This is the Cowboy by Cheryl Beckeridge of Wise Owl Knits. And the reason this is not completely finished yet is because I'm going to attempt to steek it and turn it into a cardigan. I was really on the fence once I finally got the knitting done. I was like, this could be done. Shouldn't it just be done? Wouldn't that be nice, Holly? And I was like, tempting myself. But I think the thing is, I tried it on. I steam blocked it. So I did not aggressively block it, but I steam blocked it and I tried it on, and I would really just like a little bit more room in the body because remember when I was doing this, I did not do all the increases I needed for my size, and it's okay. It fits all right, but I'm going to do it. I was just really on the fence. Another thing that's influencing me though is I found the perfect buttons. Look at these buttons. So they go amazingly well with this yarn. And I have this 50-gram skein to use for the button band. I think I might have a little nub of the yarn I was using on the sleeve too, but I cannot find it. I probably put it in my yarn for my heart blanket, my Cottage Hearts quilt blanket. So I might take that out. But this is my Ghost Riders colorway that I dyed for this sweater, for the knit along that Cheryl had. So my biggest thing is, am I going to need to rip out the neckband? I really like how the neck is. I made it bigger than the pattern because I like a wide neck. But it's purple. So is it going to bother me that the bands are all blue except for the neck? I don't know. I mean, I guess I could go ahead and steek it, and I don't know. I kind of feel like if I do that though, if I steek it and knit the button bands, there's no going back, and I'm a little worried about it. So I might just let this marinate for a little bit longer because I couldn't wear it right now anyway. It's too hot. Although I think tomorrow's high is like 47, which is great. I'm so happy about it. But this is all done. See both sleeves. And I just have to decide if I'm going to rip the neckband out and knit it in blue. Would I cast it on and Kitchener it, which I have done before, but it's a big pain? Or should I rip it out, pick up the stitches and knit up? Because I know that then the little V's are going the opposite way. Will that bother me? I don't know. It would be a lot easier. But this is really all the yarn I have left, unless I dye more for myself. So I don't know. I have 2 of these packets of buttons. I got these at that little used craft store that I go to, the Craft Box. And they had a whole display, which was new, of these kind of buttons. They're called Millward. And they were like $3.50 a package. And so these 2 only have 3. So I think there's 1 on the outside so you can see it, and then there's 2 inside. But I also bought some other buttons that were really tiny, and they had like 6 or 7. So I guess it just kind of depends on the size of the button, how many you get. So anyway, I got 2 of these. So hopefully you will be seeing this again and it won't stay in limbo forever. But I am happy I got this sleeve done. My other finished object is Ralph. I got Ralph done for Grady's birthday. I'm so proud of myself. I mean, I had plenty of time, but I'm still proud of myself. He is a very handsome rhinoceros. I feel like I did a really good job making him because I put a beanbag in his bottom, and so he sits really nice. I made him a little t-shirt. Really should make him some pants, but I have not done that yet. He is made out of the called for yarn, which is sheepies. I don't know how to say it. Sheepies, stone washed in the, I don't remember what color it is. It's gray. And then this is the opal, I think, or something like that. I'm the worst about color names for other people's yarn. But this is like the off-white. It's like kind of fuzzy. And he has been played with and loved. At the end, I will put a little video of Grady getting him on his birthday. It was very cute. So Grady knew I was making him, and he had seen some parts of him, like I had put his head together, I had put his body together, and I think that's it. And then I didn't let him see it after that, and I put him all together because I didn't want him to see the final form until he was all done. It's his little feet. And so, and then I knit up his shirt. He just turned out really good. So this is from this book, Knitted Wild Animal Friends by Louise Crowther. And I have now made 3 animals out of this book, and they have all turned out really good. So I highly recommend these patterns. They're just very cute. And he's just a great size. I mean, he's big, but because he's skinny, it's really not a ton of knitting. I thought it would be funny to show you. So here's Leonard. Leonard is like a year and a half old now. He's all floppy. I really should try to reinforce his head, but look at how he is stretched out. And it's just, he's been loved a lot and hugged. I mean, he probably needs to be gleaned or whatever a little bit, but these guys are buddies. And it is so cute. Grady like carries them around together. It's very, very cute. So I'm so happy that got done. I felt like I didn't have anything to show you. And then I was like, oh, I finished 2 things. What am I thinking? So he's all done. His name is Ralph the Rhinoceros. He is Leonard's brother, I guess. And Grady plays with them all the time and takes them places. It's very sweet. So now I have some whips to show you, some works in progress. First of all, here I'll show you, I've been working on my Miss Marple scarf. This is in a bag by the Crafty Toads. And I'm actually making progress. I'm in the middle of a row, of course. So I don't remember where I was last time. I think I was like here. I just finished the increases. Here you can see where I added a new ball of yarn right there. And now I have just started the decreases. So I did the center section, which is just flat. It's hard to see right now. Anyway, this is coming kind of slowly but surely because it's at that stage where it's just very easy, although I'm starting to do the decreases, so I have to pay attention to how many rows I'm knitting in between. But that is coming along, and I have worked on it several times, so I just thought I'd show you. This yarn is Yarn Cafe Creations. I think this is the Peach Blossom color. It's very pretty. And this is a Surrey alpaca that I dyed, which is kind of a off-white with a little bit of pink in it. And this is the Miss Marple scarf, and it's a free pattern, and I highly recommend it. It's very cute and vintagey. All right, next, let me show you my link blanket. It's in this old diaper caddy. And this is for Teddy. And I was stuck for a while because I ran out of brown, and I found the brown. So I was so happy about that. So last time, I mean, I haven't gotten a ton done, but I want to show you because I want to be accountable. I was right. Okay, where was I? Here's the edge. And here's his belt. And I was right around here somewhere last time. So I've done another like row and a half. So you can finally get to see part of Link's body emerging. And my mitered squares are not lining up super good. I don't know if I can fix that in post or if it's just gonna have to be this way. I don't really care, but it's kind of annoying. Anyway, Teddy is still bugging me about this, keeping me working on it. So that is that. This is just made with acrylic yarn from Michaels and Hobby Lobby in 4 colors: gold, brown, cream, and green. And I'm just doing mitered squares like Cozy Memories blanket, but I have, I think it's 25 because it's like 12 and 12, and then the 13th one in the middle is the decrease point, you know, the mitered point. Now, I did not show you this last time because I hadn't worked on it, but now I have. This is in a bag by Longleaf Bags, which I don't think she's making bags anymore. But this is my Navelli Tee. And of course, it's going to be really hard to show you. Let's see. What? I'm in the middle of a row here, like barely. All right. So last time I had finished the back. Here's the back. It's got this ribbing at the top, which confuses everybody I show it to. So they're like, so that's the bottom? And I'm like, no, that's the top. It is confusing. So anyway, here's the back, and then you knit the front exactly the same as the back, which I'm not sure if I'm gonna do. But I was like, it's really hard to find because it was really bad. I had finished in the middle of a row, like not in the middle, but like I had knit 3/4 of the row, right? I ran out of yarn. I was at knit night, so I was, you know, trapped. And I did not want to rip out 3/4 of the yarn, so I magic knotted the new ball in. This might be a terrible thing, but, oh, here it is. Because I'm scared it's going to come out. And of course I cut the ends really close. What was I thinking? It's right here. So it's in the back. You can see it's kind of loose right there. I think what I'm going to do, it's fine. It's just making me really nervous. I think what I'm going to do is take a little bit of just like regular sewing thread and sew through the knot a couple times and then like sew the knot down just to reinforce it a little bit. But anyway, so this is about how much I've knit. It's like, you see, it's about 2.5 inches. I don't know. And so it's really difficult to tell. I keep trying to put it up next to the back to see how close it is. And it's pretty close. I think what I'm going to do, because this is a boat neck sweater, so it just comes straight up, and then you 3 needle bind off the shoulders together, which I love. I love 3 needle bind offing. I don't think that's a verb, but anyway, I love doing that. It's really secure and it looks neat, and you don't have to worry about like it lining up so much because you're automatically doing that. But then you're just supposed to cast off for the neck and, you know, continue the 3 needle bind off on the other side, I guess, I think. But so what I'm thinking about doing is doing the ribbing, and then before the point where it's as tall as it's supposed to be for the shoulders, going ahead and casting off some stitches in the middle, and then finishing kind of like you normally do separately the 2 sides, so that there would be a little bit of room this way for the neck, because I know that it's going to bug me if it's like hopefully I will do that. I need to really pay attention because right now it's the mindless knitting, which is great, but if I knit too much, I'm really going to resent having to rip it out. So I'm really excited because I would kind of like this to be my 4th of July kind of sweater and get like a red skirt. Wouldn't that be awesome? Anyway, I really love how this is looking. I just love the color work, and I love the speckle. Oh, so this, I never tell you what the yarn is. I'm trying to be better about that. The blue and white speckle here, it's not tweed yarn, it's a speckle, is Lisa Souza, SAWK sock, and it is in her Delft colorway. It's 88% superfine merino, superwash, 12% nylon. That's interesting. 105 grams. It seems like it's a slightly finer yarn, which is interesting. It does have a lot of yardage, 430 yards. And then this yarn is the light blue is a yarn I dyed myself for a Mother's Day. It's a big shadow. And then this is a Hobby Lobby Yarn Bee Authentic hand dyed. It's very dark blue. And I love how the sweater's turning out. Every time I make a sweater I say, I would love to make another one in different colors. And it's true. It's not true. But I also know that there are so many other new things I want to make. I'm torn. And now I want to show you my Cottage Hearts quilt. This is a pattern by Ann Pinkava, and she just released this, I think, the other day. So I will be sure to link it where you can find it. I know it's on Love Crafts. I'm not sure if it's Ravelry or somewhere else, but I will find it. And This is in a bag by Susan of Delightful Works. It's kind of growing out of it, but not quite yet. I do have some yarn in here. So last time I had just started the second full-sized heart repeat. I don't remember where I was. Okay, I have no idea, but this is how it is looking now. Where is that? Yeah. So I did 7 of these top hearts. So I finished the second row, and you can see this unsightly thing hanging precariously. That is where I am right now. So I just started, and let me tell you, it's going good. I just started this. Okay, so I'm knitting away on this heart, and you know the hearts go the opposite way. So each time, so like here, the tops of the hearts are together, and then here the bottom of the hearts are together. Well, now we're back to the tops are together. And so you do the decreases and the increases accordingly, you know, so you have the 2 bumps on one side and the one big thing on the bottom. Well, because I had just finished this row, I started doing this heart backwards with like the long thing here and the little short bumps on the other side. So it started going sideways because there was no room for it to lay flat. It had to go this way because I kept increasing in the little wedge. Oh, it was a mess. So I had to rip it out. But fortunately, I didn't get like a whole heart done or anything, just most of a heart. And then I had to rip it out because I just wasn't paying attention. I had a very crazy week, and probably should not have been doing this when I was so tired. So I'm only here. But this row starts with a full heart, so that's kind of nice. And I am getting to the place where I have the pattern mostly memorized. The thing that I can't remember is like how many ridges I do in each section. So I just have to kind of cement that in my brain, because it's the same whether your hearts are going up or down. It's just you have to remember to do it the right way. But I really love this project. It's really fun because for me, I'm doing this with scraps. I know in the pattern, Anne says you need at least 4 colors. And because each heart is touching 6 other hearts. It's touching the ones on top, the ones next to it, and the ones below it. And so just to keep it, just to keep the hearts from disappearing into each other, it's kind of like she wants you to have at least 2 colors of hearts for each row. But I'm doing mine scrappy, and I have not repeated yet. I am eventually going to have to repeat because, well, not only do I not have an endless supply of DK weight scraps, but I want to use the yarn up, or mostly, you know, at least. So, but I'm trying to not repeat for as long as I can. And I love, 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 love how it looks. It's so cheerful and nice. So, and even though it's only 7 across, it's quite big. I would say it's a, you know, a very decent one-sized or one-person sized blanket. And it would probably cover the top of a twin bed. Maybe not down the sides, but the top. So it's definitely something I'm going to keep for myself because it's going to take forever for me to make it just because I'm taking my time. But definitely check this pattern out. It's really fun. And I'm making that with DK weight leftovers. A lot of it is my yarn, but not all of it. I think that's all my knitting. I have done a little bit of my Animal Crossing crochet granny square blanket, but nothing really to write home about, so to speak. I have been working on my cross stitch. Okay, oh, this is a new bag. I don't think you've seen this yet. This is a new bag from Susan of Delightful Works. I think she had some of these in her shop. If you are interested, it's got this one handle, and it's got a cute zipper pull, and it's just flat, and it's beautiful, and I love it. I showed this to you last time, and I had just started. This is from the pattern Siren Stitch Works, A Congress of Eagles. And I've already made that one. And I am making this one now. And here is how it is looking. So I'm using a variegated floss. It's Pirate and Robin Watermelon. I have 2 skeins of it. Still in the first one. But it's just a bright to dark red, and I love how it is stitching up. So you can see the variation. I'm trying not just to go back and forth, because I don't know. It's fine to see that like kind of striping effect with variegated floss, but sometimes I just want it to feel more random or more watercolor-ish. So like sometimes I'm outlining a section and then I'm going back and filling in or with the shape just to try to make it more interesting and not just make it stripey. So like you can see in that, the letters up there at the top, it's so funny. It says Liberty. I think it's funny. So as you can see, this is the eagle's head and wing. And then I started doing the underside of the wing. And it's kind of fun, like when you do 2 different sections like that and they meet up and it works out right. Because if it doesn't, you're going to be really mad. So it's like when it works, it's like, yay. He has this like shield heart in the middle with some stripes and this horrible, like, it's like a banner thing, like a bunting or something. And it's totally random. It's like 3 here, 2 here, 1 here. And there's no rhyme or reason. So you have to like keep looking at the pattern and remembering where you are. But I have been enjoying stitching this. And one thing that's really nice is that since it's all one color, I'll just get like, get a thread out and go until that thread's used up. And it's just kind of like relaxing in that way that there's not a million color changes. So anyway, I am happy to be doing this. I would like to get it done. I need to finish the other little eagle that I did and maybe do like, I think I'm going to finish them into little pillows. I'll need to figure out how to display them so that I can have them out because I definitely want to have them out for July for sure. I mean, I'll probably just leave them out because I think they're cool, but anyway, that is my cross stitch. I don't remember if I've worked on my cats anymore, my 4 Seasons cats. That's my other big project that I really want to get done. I will say I have been wanting to start the Temperature Garden cross stitch. I have been wanting to do this for a while. I saw it originally on the Crafty Toads. Mary Beth of the Crafty Toads is cross stitching that. Did you know that, Shauna? But Shauna is also doing it, of Shauna Stitches. And she has started hers. And I was like, all right, that's it. I'm going to do this. And I want to do 1982, which is the year I was born. And so I got all the threads. I got some fabric. I like looked up the temperature for January 1st, 1982. And I got all ready to start. And then I was like, I better make sure this fabric is big enough. And I counted my squares and it wasn't big enough. And I was like, no, because I was all ready to start, like literally threaded my needle and everything. So then I was like, fine, I'm going to get a different fabric. It's going to be okay. So I ordered another fabric and I really tried to get the same color because it's just a colored Ada. And I could not get the same color. I got a different, so I got a lighter green. So the one I had was like a really dark green and I love it. And I will definitely use it for something else. So then the one I got was lighter green. And I was like, oh, it's not the same. And I was sad. And I was like, who cares? I'm going to do it anyway. Well, anyway, I had to get some different greens because you have a few greens for the leaves. And I did not have, like I had picked greens that looked good on my dark fabric. And then they were like the same as the light fabric. And I was like, no. Anyway, it's a big saga. I think I did 1 stitch last night. I wrote down all of the temperatures for January. And it's just the setup for this project has been unreal for me. And also I cannot figure out how to get my pattern to print in the 6 pages. So if anyone knows how to do that, it's just in my PDF pattern. I bought this on Etsy. And I will link to it. It's a great pattern, and they give you lots of great information. I mean, the pattern is very nice, and I have one big page with a whole pattern on it, but I don't have any other pages with like a printable version, because I did print the big pattern and it's so tiny. It's so tiny you can't see anything. So I'm not sure what to do. I might just have to do it on my iPad, but it's kind of annoying. But I feel like, you know, I've got all this stuff. I'm just gonna start, and it's not gonna be perfect, and that's okay. Okay, so now I have a few acquisitions to show you. So in the aftermath of knitting Ralph the Rhinoceros, I decided, you know what? I want the first book, because this is book number 2, and I've used it a lot, and I know book number 1, I've looked at it, and in fact, I can get it as a digital book from my library, but it's super annoying to look at on my iPad. It's like the pages are like half pages, and it's just difficult to use. So I ordered it, and I just got it today. So I'm very excited. This is the original. And let me tell you, there are a bunch of ones in here that I really like, that I would like to make. And I wanted it also for the clothes, because there's different clothes for all of the animals and they will fit all of them. But the one I want to make the most, and I'm going to make this for me, is the duck. Amelia the duck. I don't know if I'm going to give her this outfit. I am going to highly modify this duck because, all right, she's fine. She's great. But look at her. She is all white. She does not have yellow legs. Why doesn't she have yellow legs? She's a duck. They give her, like the bottom of her feet are orange. And also, I feel like her beak should be yellow and not orange. So I have a lot of opinions about this. Also, she has a very small little duck butt. So I kind of feel like her duck butt should be bigger. So we shall see about that. I mean, it's like a little tail. Am I being difficult here? Anyway, so what yarn? Yeah, moonstone. Okay. So I already have the moonstone, which is the main color of the duck. It's just an off-white, and actually I really like this color because it looks cream, but if you look at it really carefully, it looks almost pink, and I don't know why. I just find that charming. But I also got this yellow. So this one is called Orpiment. Is this a jewel or something? Because they're all like minerals or gems. So I want to use this, and I want to make her entire legs yellow. And I'm going to give her duck feet, flat duck feet. I'm sorry, she's not going to be able to wear the cute little shoes. She is going to have webbed feet, and I will just have to figure that out because I feel very strongly that she should have duck feet. And she is going to have a yellow beak and a larger duck butt. And I might even do some little crocheted or knitted ruffles or frills on the backs of her arm so she looks more feathery. Because that's what I want to do. So I'm going to do that. So I'm very excited. So I got 3 of these, and I have some of these already. I also got, because for every animal you need 2 of the main color. That's just kind of like how many you need, which is pretty amazing because these are just little 50-gram balls. But I got some brown. So I got 3 usually, so I could make like an entire animal, and then I could use some for like, if I needed it for spots or accessories on, or, you know, coloration on another animal. So this one is brown agate. I thought that would be a nice bear color because the bear in this book, they have a teddy bear, and it is like the same color as the lion. It's like a gold. I mean, I know there's bears of all colors, but I wanted a brown bear. I also got this, which is like a kind of like a tan, and I really like that color. I think this would be a beautiful cat or mouse. I also got this bright orange, and I was really, really torn about the orange. Like, I couldn't tell in line what they looked like. I think this is even a little brighter in person than it's coming across. It's like a highlighter orange. Because I do want to make a tiger eventually. So I didn't want to just use the gold, because in the book, they use the gold that they use for the line for the tiger. So I wanted an orange. I'm not sure if this is the right orange, but it's definitely an orange. So I got 3 of those. And then I was very excited about this. So they also have this stone. So these are all sport weight. I also got this stone washed XL, which is supposed to be like a DK weight, I think. So it's a lot thicker, because I have always wanted to make another one of these little dragons. So I made this a long time ago. This is a Susan B. Anderson pattern. He's so cute. He's holding a granny square. But his hands are sewn together so he can hold stuff. And sometimes he just is shy, holds his nose. And in her pattern, she does the wings the same color as the dragon. But I always like to do, if I'm going to do a dragon, I like green dragons with purple wings, because that's how Eustace is described in The Voyage of the Dawn Treader when he turns into a dragon. So I will link this pattern below. It is adorably adorable. But I've always wanted to make a big one. Like, really, I want to make like a big one and put it like on top of the bookcase. Like he's hoarding the books. So I don't think this is not going to be giant, but I kind of just want to knit it with this size of yarn and see how big it turns out to be, because it will at least be like a big brother. But this is just fingering weight. This was like a precious skein of like vacation yarn that I had in my very early days of fancy yarn. I got 2 skeins of this really pretty green, and it was like shockingly expensive to me. Now I wouldn't bat an eye, because that's what happens when you are a serious knitter, unfortunately. But oh, he's so cute. But anyway, so I want to make another one. So I did get a purple for the wings. This purple is Rich Charoite. I have never heard of that, but must be purple. And then this one is, I think it's malachite. Yeah, malachite. So that's the plan with these. I don't know when that's going to happen exactly, but I'm going to make another little dragon. And I'm going to make the duck out of here at some point for myself. And I don't think I really have any book talk. I have been reading The Death of Mr. Dodderly. I don't even remember. It's a classic, one of those British crime classics, and I will admit it's been a little bit of a slog. I don't know why I'm forcing myself to read it, but I have been trying to read it while I watch a show. What is wrong with me? Of course, I don't know what's happening. I'm like, let me finish this Murder, She Wrote and also read my book. So anyway, it's not really gelling, I don't think, but let's see. Okay, well, if there's any life stuff, let me think. We finished up our co-op, our homeschool co-op. I just finished American Heritage Girls. My girls are both in that, and that is done for this school year, and Teddy is graduating from high school on Friday, and that is very exciting. And I don't think I've really had time to process that, to be honest, but I am very happy for him and proud of him. And I think that's it. So we have just been really busy with all that end of year school stuff. If you have kids, you know what that's like. It's just an unusually busy time of year, and for some reason always takes me off guard. I don't know why. But I think that is all that I have for you today. So thank you so much for joining me, and I hope you will check out the red, white, and blue things in the shop if you are interested. I want to make a little like short-sleeved red, white, and blue sweater thing. There was something in the new Noro magazine that I really liked, and it was made with DK, and I'm thinking about doing that. So stay posted, and I am sure I will tell you all about it. So stay tuned for that little video of Grady on his birthday getting Ralph, and I will talk to you next time. Bye.
As most parents do these days. Alright, you're 5 years old, here's the iPhone 16.
What is it?
Yay!
No, it's a rhinoceros. Oh,
It's the same
There we
He's
go.
so shy.
Hey, that's pretty cute.
Holly made it.
What?
Thank you, Mom.
You're welcome.
It's Ralph.
What's his name?
His name is Ralph.
Oh, Ralph.
He's the cool big
Ralph the
brother.
Rhino. Before Mama formed him on the knitting needle, he knew him. Ordained him to be a stuffy.